All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you guys enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. But guys, today I want to talk about a bright spot for the Houston Rockets. We've lost 8 straight games. Things have been better. Let's just put it that way. They're not horrible because of all the injuries, but with DeMarcus Cousins getting waived, it's a little more depressing. So I want to talk about one of our bright spots because the Houston Rockets have a ton of bright spots, guys. We have a boatload of bright spots. We have immense flexibility. There are a lot of good signs for Houston Rockets fans for the future of the team. Unfortunately, we're going through some growing pains, but all great teams do. Kevin Porter Jr., to me, he's got the potential to be that next potential superstar. He really does. And the best part about Kevin is he went the entire start of the season this year not practicing with the Cavs, not playing a single game. He comes to the G League, first game drops 27, 29 points. It's unbelievable. I know the G League it's obviously not got the NBA talent as widespread, but there are hoopers in the G League, man. The G League is a very, very competitive league. Hell, dude, Jeremy Lin's in the G League right now, especially with the way that the draft kind of is now. You have a couple of players, a couple of top prospects from last year's draft in the G League right now, so a lot of eyes on the G League, and Kevin Porter Jr., he's just been getting talked about around the league. A lot of players have been saying, or a lot of fans, I should be saying, don't think that he should be in the G League. Some players have even come out and talked about it. I've seen, and by that I'm talking like Instagram comments, like, oh, he's cold, get him out of the G League, that type of thing. Nothing intense. The whole reason Kevin is currently in the G League is, first off, once again, didn't practice, didn't play a single game for the Cleveland Cavaliers this season. So he's got to get back into shape. Got to get healthy as well, coming off a little injury. Got to get healthy, very, very important. And also, this is what Silas said, and he puts it perfectly. Because what would happen with Kevin is if he came onto the Rockets, if he was on the Rockets, Silas said he would be, play 5-10 minutes as he tries to get his health back, as he tries to get his stamina back. So 5-10 minutes, whatever it is, 5-15, whatever, it doesn't matter. Taking a couple open shots a game, or, as fun as that sounds, or throw him in the G League, let him get in his groove, let him get in his bag, develop his shot back, because he's been out for so long. He wants him to thrive in the G League, and that is exactly what Kevin has been doing and continues to do. Obviously, yeah, you'll have some inefficient nights. You'll have some off nights where you just weren't shooting the ball. What is so cool about Kevin, and this is kind of why the whole potential superstar story makes it even more interesting, because he modeled his game after James Harden, and you'll see that in highlights. You'll be, oh, yeah, there's a crossover step back three, like, cool. He's got an insane athleticism. Actually, one of the craziest things is when the Cavs drafted KPJ and their young trio of guards, if you could say, Kevin Love came out and said that Kevin was the most talented by far. He said he would, and we're talking 18. Was he 18 or 19 coming out? I think he was 18, but that doesn't sound right. 19 years old. We'll say 19 because 18 is so young. 19 because he's only 20 right now. Keep that in mind as you watch this video. Kevin Porter Jr. is 20 years old, going off in the G League, put up about 10 points per game last season in limited minutes with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But as much shit as you may give Kevin Love, still an insane NBA talent. Kevin Love has NBA talent. He's a very talented player, and he's had a great career as well. So for him to kind of come out and say that Kevin Porter Jr. to him is the most talented and is really making his jaw drop with just how ready he looks, how aggressive he is, how good he can shoot the ball, how he can kind of create his own shots. He can do a little bit of everything for a guard. And the best part is, too, he's he's lanky. It's great, man. Kevin Porter Jr. at 20 years old. The Houston Rockets very, very, very well could have a superstar in their hands right now. And hopefully, Victor Oladipo gets traded away. Hopefully the Houston Rockets can get some value for Victor Oladipo. But hopefully if Depot gets traded, or even if they were to keep him, hopefully just either way, Kevin Porter Jr. finds his way to get consistent minutes towards the end of the season at the very, very least. Because I know he's had some inefficient nights down in the G League, but he's had some incredible nights. And towards the end of the season, I definitely want to see guys like Kevin get way more minutes. You know, guys like Mason Jones as well, Justin Patton. I want these guys to just be getting, not insane, but I want them to be getting the minutes that they deserve, because we got to get a good feel for them. They got to get a good feel for the NBA as well. I am ready for Kevin Porter Jr. to be called up. I know people will probably be asking about when. I would say still, my initial guess right when we got Kevin was first week of March. And I would say definitely not till after the All-Star break is what I would say now. But I think towards the trade deadline, post All-Star break is probably when you'll start hearing some rumblings about it. And then I would say post trade deadline is definitely Kevin's got to be on this roster, because he's too good to be in the G League. If he's healthy, I definitely want to see him up here, because he's just the talent, man. You'll see it on the court. It's unbelievable. They should televise Houston Rocket G League games, because first off, before Ray Spalding got called up and injured, they had a little squad down there. Let me know if you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you're excited for Kevin. Let me know when you think he'll be on the team, joining the team. And let me know if you think he's a potential star or maybe a superstar even.